Johnny, welcome back.
Cheers, Chris.
Fixtures are out. How do you feel looking at the start that we've got?
Yeah, it just makes it real, doesn't it? When the fixtures come out, feel really excited. Can't wait to get back into work tomorrow. But yeah, when them fixtures come out, you look at what your start looks like. Great to have an opening day home fixture. I think that's always nice to play your first one at home. So Colchester at home's a good one and an interesting start. Bromley away, first time in the league, second game. So yeah, tough one there. But you look down the league, there's some really good fixtures, and as players and coaches, you look around the holiday periods as well, the Boxing Day, the New Year's Day, hoping that they've been quite kind to you, and it looks like they have.
And there's also going to be a lot of our games on Sky this coming season. That's going to be something different for you guys.
Yeah, it looks like with the TV deal, that there could be some games moved around, different kick-off times, maybe Sundays, maybe Friday nights. I don't know. I think there's going to be a lot of sort of variation to how the week looks. I think even Thursday nights they're talking about. So it will look different. It will certainly look different, and we'll have to juggle the week around at times. But all the teams will be facing that. But it'll be interesting to see when the different games are going to come around, and it'll be something different for us and something for us to challenge us.
How was your summer? How was your break? And did you see much of the Euros?
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen all England's games so far, but probably won't dwell on that too much at the minute. But really good summer. Important that you get that rest in for the lads. I think it's really important that they have a couple of weeks where they do nothing, and then they pick up their training programs, and they'll come back in nice and fit, I'm sure. And I think it's important for us as staff as well to have a little break. And I got away with the family and played a little bit of golf and stuff like that, and got a bit of sun on the face, as you can see. Yeah. And it's nice, but obviously been working hard as well. Just obviously haven't been in here and at the training ground every day, but talking on the phone, doing Zooms with Craig and Terry and the guys, and talking to players and getting work done behind the scenes.
Yeah, 4 new signings through the door. How pleased are you with the new faces you brought in?
Yeah, really pleased with the business we've done so far. Some good players in there, some real good experience at the level. Another lad that's getting his first taste of league football, and a real good mixed bag there. One thing that they all had in common was that they had a real enthusiasm to come and play for Wimbledon, and could tell that as soon as I sat with every one of them, and you got that coming off of them straight away, that they was keen to come and be a part of what we're doing. And I think as much as we want really good talented players, I think we have to have that as well. Lads that are desperate to come and play here, wear the shirt, and be a part of what we're doing, and all 4 of them certainly got that.
And how close are you to adding to that number?
Yeah, we got a lot of business to do still. We know that. You got your keeper gloves with you, Chris. So obviously, you're going to ask me about that, and rightly so. But obviously, it's a priority of ours, and myself and Craig and Bezo have been talking a lot recently about that. We've got some real clear targets that we think we're really close to. So we have to be patient with that. Make sure that we get it right. That's vitally important. So obviously people will be talking about that. At the minute we haven't got a goalkeeper, but I can assure everyone that working hard and closing in on targets.
Is it even more difficult that we have to get 2 in?
Yeah, it probably is, to be honest. It probably is. Obviously the priority is getting the one that we think is going to be the starter for us every week, but like with every position, that's never guaranteed. So we want to get 2 goalkeepers that can compete with each other for the place. So yeah, having to get 2 makes it doubly difficult, doesn't it? But again, we won't panic on that, and won't necessarily sign 2 at the same time. We'll get 1 through the door and probably do 1, a little bit later. But when I say later, we're back to training sort of this week, and we know that that's obviously a priority of ours now.
Any interest in our players?
What, any of our players leaving?
Well, any interest from other clubs in our players?
Well, I'm sure there is, but obviously we've not had anything come through, anything official, anything that's worth talking about. To be honest, we've got some good players in our squad, and I'm sure there's some that are attracting interest. But all the ones that we want are under contract and are players, and very much that's how we see it going forward.
You've seen Ronan Curtis, Armani Little, obviously Josh Davison has gone elsewhere. Yeah. Do you feel like we have the bodies in in the squad already to replace them and what they brought to the team?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've done some good business. Obviously, we've brought in Miles Hippolyte, who plays in a similar position to where Ronan did. We brought in Maycock, who plays in midfield. So we are covering those bases. We brought in Matty Stevens, obviously up front, where Josh plays as well. So we've sort of covered the areas where we've lost and where we feel we needed to fill the holes. We've still got more that we need to do. We recognise that, but obviously with them guys going, we knew that left us short in certain areas, and I still think we're short in, obviously the goalkeeper one, but we're short in other areas that we want to fill. But we're across that. We know that, and we've got our targets. And it's been a funny window so far. It's been quite slow. It's starting to pick up a little bit now, but the first few weeks there was just, across the board there wasn't a lot happening. I think the Euros probably has a little effect on that, a knock-on effect if you like. But starting to pick up speed now, and I expect in the next coming days and certainly next couple of weeks that things will really start to get going.
Yeah, we had Ethan Sutcliffe commit to a new contract. It's great news. Where are we at with Husbyler and Lee Brown? Yeah,
we've offered both guys deals, so just sort of going back and forth with them at the minute, with them, the agents and stuff like that, just trying to get the deals over the line. Ultimately, we've made what we feel are really good offers, and it's down to those guys whether they take it or not. So that's pretty much the situation. Obviously, two guys at the different ends of their career. Huss will be about his future, his pathway, and Brownie's probably the decision whether he wants to keep on playing or not. So we hope both guys accept what the offers that we've given them and are part of what we're doing.
We finished a new 5 points off the playoffs last season. What will be the key to success this time around, do you think?
Just bridging that gap, Chris. There's a lot of factors that we felt probably that made us miss out. I think the obvious one, we had a really good defensive record. Second most clean sheets, third best overall, I think, with goals conceded. So we had a really good structure, a good base about us, good shape in games, and was very hard to break down. We probably didn't score enough goals, and that's not an emphasis on a striker, or I think collectively as a team we need to find those extra goals. That might have been 5 or 6 goals that make up those points. Obviously there was a few missed penalties in there and stuff like that, so real fine margins that could have been the difference. So I felt like we'd done loads of stuff really well, and we made big strides, big improvements. We just missed out, and that was disappointing, because at one stage I felt like we was going to get in there, but we missed out. We have to wear that. We have to learn from it. And build a squad this time. I think that it'll be a real emphasis on the squad, having two really good players for every position. When a player's not doing the business, they come out of the team, someone else goes in, and it makes it difficult to get your place back when you're making subs, that they're having the impact that you want and you expect. So we need to get the squad to that sort of position and have that real healthy competition amongst the boys, that they know they're fighting for their shirt every week. I think that's what breeds that success, and hopefully that can bridge the gap between just missing out and more success. But we're talking about just missing out. Listen, I'd love to finish in the top 3. That's everyone's dream, isn't it? And not have to worry about those playoffs. But realistically, we have to just make the improvements from last season, and I think if we do that, that puts us right in amongst the mix.
No one analyses yourself as much as you do. What would you say is your key learning that you've taken from the past 12 months? Yeah,
I think managing 24, 25 players is difficult, and I think one thing that I've learned a lot in the time that I've been doing this is sometimes you have to focus a lot on the lads that aren't playing. Sometimes the boys that are playing and are in the team, maybe your natural focus turns towards them, but actually they're probably the ones that need the least attention because they're in the team and they're playing and doing well. So I'm going to talk about the squad a lot. I already have, and I'm going to talk about it a lot this year. And I think my learning is managing the whole group, the boys, putting a lot of emphasis on the ones that aren't playing and giving them that time, and also that that drive to get back in the team and make the difference, and letting everyone know that we're going to need a club like us is going to build on that collective spirit and making sure that everyone knows that they've got a role to play, whether it's from the bench, whether it's making up the squad, whether it's starting a game. Everyone's just as important as everyone else, and that'll be the challenge managing that this season.
Yeah, pre-season just around the corner, as you mentioned. How do those first few days look, and then obviously leading into Spain as well?
Yeah, so the boys are back in tomorrow, Thursday, testing, and Friday. So it'll be Chris McConnell's sort of dream couple of days. Really, it'll be where he gets to take charge and get hold of the boys, make sure that they ain't had too many pints, Estrella or wherever they've been, Efes if they've been in Greece and places like that, whatever. And make sure they come back in good shape. But I'm messing about there. They'll come back in good shape. But it'll be testing, baseline fitness tests and jump tests, all the stuff that the sports science have to get in early doors, because then all the work that we do for the rest of pre-season will be based on their results and the markers that they put down over the next couple of days, and then we'll probably start with the footballs and getting into the proper football type sessions on Monday, and we'll introduce the ball, but still be a big emphasis on the fitness side of things as well, but a lot of it will be football based from Monday onwards.
With the football based stuff, how far in advance do you tend to plan like your sessions and stuff?
It's done, yeah. It's sort of, we'll follow a really sort of similar pattern to what we did last season. So we've got the blueprint, if you like, and obviously we adapt that, we change that depending on personnel that we've got at our disposal, what we want to work on and stuff like that. But we've got sort of a real blueprint and a basis that we plan pretty much the whole pre-season. The first week, then we go out to Spain, know exactly what we're doing, and then when we come back from there, we're pretty much into the games as well. So then it becomes more game focus and what we look like as a team, whereas the first couple of weeks is obviously building that fitness up and just getting them used to being back amongst the football and stuff like that, and then obviously building up how we want to play, what we look like in and out of possession, and getting into them games and building up obviously the boys' minutes, so when they hit that first game, everyone in the squad's got 90 minutes under their belt and they're ready to go, and whoever gets picked for Colchester at home is ready to go and do the business.
Absolutely. Nice way to finish. We sold an incredible amount of season tickets, over 4,350 already. What our fans are like, you built up a good bond with them over the past few years. Yeah. What's your message to them ahead of a season where we want to achieve something really special? Yeah,
I want a thank yous. First of all, I mean, it's an incredible number. I think that's more than this stage already, isn't it, from last season? Yeah. So we're flying with that. I think that reflects, the positivity around the place, the fact that we had a really exciting season, and there's a positivity that if we can get this right and build on that we can do something special together. And I always talk about that. We can't do anything without the support that we get, and that's why I talk about the first home game. The first game being at home, because it's an opportunity for us to get in front of our fans straight away, and it's a brilliant place to play football. We had some unbelievable moments last season, and I think it's an exciting place for them. When we're talking to prospective signings and we show them around this place, and show them clips of what it looks like when we get it going, then that really is something that we can sell. So just thanks for the support. Keep getting behind the boys, and we're going to try and give you a team out on the pitch that you can be proud of.
Brilliant, can't wait for it. Thanks, Johnny.
Cheers, Chris.